Hey, what's going on everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I have some really fun content I want to share with you. And it actually comes from a couple of my most successful eBay seller friends. Now, these are sellers who are doing at least $500,000 a year, up to $2 million a year selling on eBay. And I want to share the 6 secrets that my ultra successful eBay seller friends don't tell you. Now, these are the types of secrets you learn when you go to networking events, conferences, you build relationships over time. And if you're ambitious, if you're passionate about building a 6-7 figure per year eBay business, you're going to want to watch this video. So before we get into the video, be sure to smash that like button and let's get right into the content. So the number one thing that a lot of my most successful 6- and 7-figure eBay seller friends discuss is the truth behind what really makes up a successful eBay business. And the one thing that they all say is it all comes down to the supply. Every one of my successful eBay seller friends, and even myself, I'm on a much smaller scale, you know, they all talk about supply. It all comes down to your supplier. Where are you getting your inventory? And that's one of the things that we all need to focus on in our reselling business, regardless if it's eBay or it's Amazon or it's Etsy. It comes down to the supply. Where are you getting your inventory? If you want to make more money as a reseller, you have to be able to sell more items, or at least, you know, a higher ASP, average selling price. So are you getting from wholesale vendors? Are you getting it from libraries? Are you getting your inventory from, I don't know, consignment or Facebook Marketplace? I don't know where you're getting your inventory, but that should be your number one focus, because the hard work's already done. If you're selling on eBay or you're selling on Amazon, regardless, they have millions of viewers and customers on these platforms. So your job is to find a great supply. We all start going to garage sales and thrift stores and estate sales and flea markets, and that's fantastic. Maybe you're just an awesome buyer, but for a lot of people, they're just not able to get enough supply. All of my 6- and 7-figure eBay seller and Amazon seller friends, their supplier is the number one most important thing that they focus on. The second thing that the ultra successful eBay, Amazon sellers aren't telling you is it comes down to building a team long-term if you want to support your growth. We all only have 24 hours in a day. We all only have a certain amount of energy to focus on our business each and every day outside of, you know, our personal life and family and taking care of health and finances, so on and so forth. So all of my most successful friends, and including myself, of course, I'm not on the level of eBay seller that I'm discussing in this video, but even myself, I'm always focused on building my team. I'm trying to find people who can help me to support me in my business. And I'm always trying to find people that I could hire, whether it's an employee or, for me personally, it's a lot of virtual assistants that I like to hire on Upwork.com, Fiverr.com, onlinejobs.ph. I'm trying to find people who I can hire to do the things that I don't necessarily want to do, maybe because A, I just dislike them, or B, it's just not my strength. I want to focus on the things that really make my business grow. And this is what the most successful eBay and Amazon and just resellers in general focus on as well, is they spend their time doing the things that really drive the business forward, that really make a big impact in the business, and they delegate and outsource everything else. So building a team is huge. The third thing that the ultra mega successful eBay and Amazon sellers aren't telling you is the more money that you make, the more problems and headaches that you're going to deal with. Now, there's a book that I recommend that a lot of my mentors recommended to me as well, and that's called The E-Myth. You can check that out on Amazon, get it for $6-7 used. That's a great book to look into that teaches how to really run a business, how to build systems, how to set up processes. But the truth is, the larger that you grow your business, the more headaches that you're going to deal with. So many times we think that the more money we make, the bigger we grow our business, we're not gonna have any problems, we're not gonna have any issues, you know, all the headaches that we're dealing with are gonna go away. The truth is you just have bigger problems and better problems, right? Would you rather have a problem of trying to figure out how to pay lower taxes because you moved into a higher tax bracket because you made $300,000 profit? Or would you rather deal with the problem of how the heck am I gonna pay my rent? The more money you make, the more problems, the better problems you're gonna deal with, and ultimately, as you make more money and add more value and become a better businessman or businesswoman, you become more equipped and better equipped to be able to deal with those problems. So, that's one thing that a lot of my successful friends tell me about. They say, Steve, the problems never go away. They just get bigger, they just get better. And you as an individual grow into being able to take care of those problems and move forward. The fourth secret, and this isn't necessarily the best secret that you're gonna wanna hear, but the more you grow, the more successful you become, the more money you make in your business, the more profit. The truth is, you're typically gonna have more overhead, you're gonna have more responsibilities, and this stems from the third point where, the more money you make, the more problems. But it's true, as you grow a reselling business, and in this example, an eBay business, you're gonna have more overhead. You might have staff. Maybe you'll have a building that you're renting. Maybe you're gonna have to learn about, getting internet at a building as a business, which surprisingly, business internet is much more than traditional internet. I don't know why. I guess it's because they can get you for more. There's different challenges you're gonna deal with, taxes and bookkeeping. So there's just a lot more responsibilities. As you make more money, as you become more successful, there's just a lot more that you have to do, and there's a lot more systems and processes that you have to set up. And again, if you don't build a team to support you, you're gonna be working in your business, stuck in your business versus working on your business. And this is what a lot of my most successful mentors teach me. My 6-7-figure mentors, they say you gotta build systems, you gotta build processes, you gotta build a team, and you've gotta become really good at what you do and figure out what's that one thing. What's the one thing that you just do amazing with? You do such a great job at it, you enjoy it, you love it. Maybe that's sourcing, maybe that's listing, maybe that is just being creative. I don't know what that is for you, but it's so important, so make sure to keep that in mind. The fifth secret, and again, I'm sharing a lot of secrets that people might not wanna know, but these are coming from my successful mentors, is the more you grow, the more you build your team, the more money you make, typically your profit margins are going to go down. So let's just say, for example, you're brand new, you're going to thrift stores, you're a one-man, one-woman show, you're working out of your house, and essentially the only expenses that you have is maybe your cost to purchase the inventory. Obviously, you have your listing fees and whatnot. Maybe you purchased a camera, some different equipment, a mannequin, some just various things for your business. And let's just say your profit margins are around 50%, which is a great starting point for a new eBay seller who's just going to thrift stores. Well, as you grow your team, as you have to invest in more supplies, more equipment, obviously overhead such as rent, bookkeepers, maybe you have to move on from H&R Block and get yourself a real CPA because your tax return is becoming more complicated and there's more to risk and more to gain, of course, by making sure that you're following the tax code and not overpaying. With all this additional overhead, your profit margins do become less. And again, we were talking before, having to build a team is gonna bring your profit margins down, some of the various overheads. There's more responsibility, there's more stress. Yes, you are going to be able to make more money, but keep these facts in mind. Your profit margins are going to go down. So if you would allow me to go on a little bit of a tangent, I'd like to share the fact that for some people, growing a bigger business isn't necessarily the best move for them. Maybe the best move for you is just keeping a small business, being a one-man, one-woman show, keeping it simple. You don't have to have a whole team. You can work out of your own, apartment or maybe in the barn behind your house. You keep things small. You don't have to deal with, giving out 1099s to employees and payroll and a lot of the things that go into growing a bigger, more profitable business. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And last but not least, the sixth thing is cash flow is king. Cash flow is everything, because as you start to grow a bigger business, and this is again what my 7-figure mentors taught me, is cash flow is everything. Because a lot of times the people that you see who are running big businesses, they're maybe only paying themselves $50,000 or $60,000 because they're always having to invest back into their business. You can think of their business almost as like a snowball that's going down a hill. And as the business is getting bigger, the snowball is getting bigger, but they have to consistently invest into that business. So they're only able to take a little bit back. And if you're not watching where your cash is going, yes, your business may be profitable, but A, maybe you run out of cash to fund your business, or B, maybe you're not even able to pay yourself enough. So you need to make sure that you're tracking your books properly, that you've got a team to support you when it comes to taxes, legality, so on and so forth. And you know, one of the things that my mentors have taught me is you've got to watch the cash. You've got to understand if your business is truly making money, not only on a item per item basis, but overall, is your business actually making a profit? How's the cash looking? Where's the cash flow going? You know, what's working, what's not working? So these are some of the things just to keep in mind. So hopefully this video was able to help you out. Again, just to recap the video, number one, the money is in the supplier. Number two, building a team is everything when you move from 6 to 7 figures. Number three, the more money you make, the more problems, as Jay-Z would say. Number four, more overhead, more responsibilities, more stress. So building a big eBay or an Amazon business comes with responsibility. Number five, your profit margins will get smaller. Again, this is okay because you're building a business, a system, a process that can hopefully spit out cash for you, and maybe even a business that you can sell down the road. And six, cash flow. The secret is in watching your cash flow, making sure that you know your numbers. So if you found value in this video, smash that like button. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Peace.